Whew. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to more Star Wars Episode 7 Gripes. Alrighty then. So more, this is concerning, some more issues. This is concerning the character of Finn. I don't know why I don't know, like I said, I don't know, I don't like the fact that they punked him. So anyway, he decides to free a pilot because reasons. Oh, it's the right thing to do. And then they get into a nice little escape, and then eventually the pilot gets killed right there. And that's it. I was like, okay. Keep note of that, because later on that pilot comes back to life because reasons. Again, it's unexplained. Oh my god. And that could have been fixed with a simple little insert scene. There were a number of different things the writer could have done, infinite possibilities. I'm not going to get into it, we're not going to bother. Retcon material reference. In the Jedi Academy trilogy, yeah, this is what I was hoping for Finn's character. There was a character looking for his brother, who was conscripted to be a stormtrooper, and that could have been an interesting idea. Like, Finn was never really a stormtrooper, he was just there looking for his brother, trying to free his brother, or something like that. You know what I mean? That could have been there could have been quite a lot of stuff there. They could have had some Metal Gear stuff going on there. Yeah, he gets captured and then he meets the rebels and uses them for a distraction or whatever. You know what I mean? No, there's a lot of different things that you could do, and you don't need an extremely overdeveloped plot. They could have kept things secret too. But anyway, I guess we'll have to wait for folks to fix shit in the sequel. Who knows? That's as far as I'm going to take with it. I already mentioned the Gladiator reference. What else we got here? Yeah, we're done with Finn and his motivation. We're just going to move on. Yeah, I got another idea. Yeah, here you go. Sorry. I'm looking through my notes here. But I'm going to save that for another character because it's about the multiple Sith thing. What if they had a Psycho Mantis for Metal Gear Solid 1, Psycho Mantis kind of thing, where one of the Sith Lords was needed to control the rest of the stormtroopers or whatever. Because you got to remember, this is Episode 7, and Episode 6, they pretty much had their asses handed to them. Every space station they ever build, the Rebel Alliance just comes in and blows it up. So, you know, they should be kind of on equal terrain here, but, there's got to be some edge that can be taken away from them. And I'm thinking, if they pulled that Metal Gear Solid Psycho Mantis thing, that might have done something. But anyway, we're gonna move on. I'll cover that later. Okay, more gripes with Finn. First Millennium Falcon dogfight. Got one gripe. Once the gun pod stops moving, you got to give Finn something to do, like maybe some manual controls, like to move the gun pod, like they have on regular Navy boats for the regular 20mm cannons or 50mm cannons. You know what I mean? Maybe it takes them there's a scene from the Memphis Belle where they're trying to land a plane and they got to manually get out the the landing gear, while Rey's being awesome, while Rey's doing her thing. Finn's just sitting there doing absolutely nothing. So it's like, it would have been smoother if you still had him moving about trying to fix something. You know what I mean? I don't know. Anyway, and it was just a handful of seconds, but that's just a small little gripe. What else? Yeah, the bar scene with Finn. There's a scene where they kind of sort of cuck him. I don't like it. I don't like that. To me, that's just lame. And then he tries to puss out and escape. Again, that doesn't make any sense. I'm like, is there any man to this man? he's running around like a child. And this goes back to Hollywood's notion of military service. I think I really do think that Hollywood needs to get online and actually research what an organization or what kind of a business the military actually is. You know what I mean? Because to me, it's like, how did this guy survive? You know what I mean? The whole time I'm watching Finn get around, I don't see a stormtrooper. I see like, well, what was the movie Lady Hawk with that thief running around with that knight that kept talking to himself. You know what I mean? Matthew Broderick's character. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much what I see in Finn. I don't see some stormtrooper that's somehow figured out a way to survive all the bullshit. You know what I mean? So I don't know why. I dislike the fact that they're punking him. So they punk him, they cuck him, and then they lobotomize him because the guy can't seem to keep a hold of a gun. Or when he does get in combat later on after that bar scene, he takes down a couple of troopers with a lightsaber and doesn't think to pick up any of their guns until after he gets his butt handed to him by Mr. Traitor with the force baton thing. Not every dude, and make matters even better, not every dude's got to be Rambo. You know what I mean? It's like there's a way. There was a way to handle that to make it go by smoother. But moving right along. Okay. Han gets a really bad line. Chewie, can I try that? After 50, 60 years? I guess. It was funny. How about I need a long range tool and my pistol's not cutting it. Chewie moans, looks at Han, blasts a trigger guard off the gun of a trooper, two troopers, and then slams their heads together up close and personal, and then gives Han Solo his crossbow thing while Chewie goes out two gunning. No, there you go. Make a nice little gem out of that. I don't know. I mean, there's always a way to rescue something, but maybe that's too complicated. I don't know. Another item: rebellion ships at that same bar show up without any radio call. I got a huge gripe with that. And then the dead guy pilot is back alive again. And they have a nice little scene about the jacket, like it's Happy Days, like it's a Happy Days reunion. And homeboy's the Fonz, and he's talking with Danny Zuko from Greece. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I guess they needed something to talk about, but the jacket, seriously? Who wrote this thing, you know what I mean? Anyway, getting back to, if the droid was bugged, why not at the beginning, when Finn was breaking out that pilot, why not make the idea of a radio call being that much more important? Or getting to a specific location, you know what I mean? There's a lot of different things that don't make sense, and I'm not going to go over the plot holes or whatever. It's just the rebellion shows up because reasons. Could have been fixed with a simple insert shot of just a radio call for help, like Han Solo or Finn or anybody just radio calling the rebellion or something. Alright, anyway, I'm not going to bitch about the TIE Fighter bike chain. I thought that was funny, and I definitely want to give it a pass, but still it's kind of stands out, kind of odd. Let me see, the jacket scene after the failed robot mugging. Yeah, we're going to go further back in time again. Yeah, the robot forgets that he's valuable, and then he just runs around just after getting mugged, and that's kind of strange. That could have been fixed with a simple little insert shot of the robots right behind the chick just around the corner, and then he notices trouble up ahead when some folks sell out Finn and Rey to the Empire, and then they're on the run. They could have fixed that up. Back to the bar with Rey. Let me see here. It's not the saber scene, but the fact that she forgets the job offer from Solo and still wants to wait at the desert for parents that abandoned her. Yeah, this is a Rey gripe. Not many of them. They made her an okay character, but people can argue with me on this all they want. But why did she study how to pilot a ship? And again, that's another missing scene. That could have been when she and the robot hooked up with one another, and she wanted to know how to fly. And the robot just so happens to have flight manuals in his memory banks. They could have done that. They made time for the dinner scene. I don't know why they couldn't have inserted that in. You know what I mean? Because that would have solved a couple of little issues. Just little inserts like that would have fixed a lot. Alright, we're going to get back to Kylo Ren, and we're going to stop the video here and pick up again. Catch y'all in the next one.